Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is RIZKY SYAHPUTRA. Today I'm gonna presentation about chemistry in the geologic process. Before we start the presentation, I'm gonna explain about the relations about between basic chemistry and geologic process, and why is chemistry important to understand geologic process. Fundamental chemistry is closely related to the geologic because the two disciplines complement each other in understanding the various processes that occur on Earth. Chemistry helps to explain the composition and properties of Earth's constituents, such as mineral, rocks, and geological fluids. An important example is the role of chemistry in the study of geochemistry, the branch of the science that study the distribution and behavior of chemical elements in the Earth's crust, mantle, and core. Through the chemical analysis, scientists can determine the age of rock using isotopes, analyze change in mineral composition during a geologic process, and determine the age of rock. Uh, Process in geology. Process in geology have two. The first one is weathering and erosion, and the second one is mineral formation. The first one, I'm gonna explain about the weathering and erosion. Weathering is a natural process that breaks rock into a small particle. This process occurs due to various factors, including change in temperature, pressure, and biologic action. Weathering can be divided into the two main types: physical weathering and chemical weathering. Physical weathering occurs when rocks break into small particles without changing the chemical composition of the rock, while chemical weathering involves change in the chemical composition of the rock. Physical weathering is the process by which rocks break down without changing their chemical composition. Physical weathering is affected by temperature difference and erosion. Temperature difference causes rock to rapidly expand and contract in volume, causes the rock to crack and fracture. Erosion causes water to freeze between rock cracks to the increase in volume and pushes the rock until it is destroyed. Chemical weathering, also known as decomposition or decay, is the breaking down of the rock through a chemical mechanism such as carbonization, hydration, hydrolysis, oxidation, and exchange of ions in solution. Chemical weathering such as mineral composition of the minerals in the rock to surface minerals such as clay mineral. Unstable mineral found in rocks will easily wither when they are on the surface of the earth, such as basalt and peridotite. Water is a very important agent in the occurrence of chemical weathering process, such as periodal weathering in rocks. Rock weathering is the most important process in soil formation. Rocks that undergo this process are transformed into the small particle called regolith, which is the main component of soil. It also contributes the formation of humus, the organic matter in soil that comes from dead plants and animals. The process affects soil texture and structure, as well the availability of nutrients and water to plants. The Topic 2 is mineral formation. The primary formation of the metal mineral by the freezing of the magma is called the magma differentiation process. Magma differentiation is the process by which magma is separated by cooling of decreasing temperature and forms one or more types of igneous rocks. Each type of igneous rock is characterized by different mineral composition depending on the composition of the magma and its freezing temperature. The type of igneous rocks formed are each characterized by a different mineral composition depending on the composition of the magma and its freezing temperature. Because of the process of the magma differentiation, the mineral composition that occurs in each type of igneous rocks formed can consist of a variety of metallic or non-metallic minerals. The original composition of the magma solution, as well as certain conditions affecting the cooling process of the magma, can create traps of economic mineral deposit. Quartz is essentially pure silica. Tridymite and cristobalite are also very similar to silica but have a relatively more open structure that allow room for small amounts of Na+, K+, Ca2+ compounds with some Ai3+ and substitutes for Si4+ to balance the electrostatic condition. In mineral formation, for example, quartz is commonly found in rock on continental plates. This mineral is the main constituent of acid extrusive and intrusive rocks such as granite, granodiorite. The process of quartz formation occurs through the process of freezing acid magma. After the magmatism process then enter the pegmatism and pneumolysis phase in the hydrothermal process with low temperature ranging from 200 degrees Celsius to 400 degrees Celsius. Initially, magma intrudes the rocks at the surface, resulting in intrusion symptoms, chemical composition of oxidized silica powder. Uh, Rock cycle. The rock cycle is a series of changes that occur in a rock on the Earth's surface and in the Earth's interior. This process involves the breaking up, transport, and deposition and transportation of the rock into new form. The rock cycle takes place over millions of years and is an important part of Earth geology. In rock cycle have three phases. The first one is igneous rocks. The second one is sedimentary rocks, and the last one is metamorphic rocks. Uh, for the first uh, phase is igneous rocks. In the picture on the left, you can see that the cooling of the magma first formed igneous rocks. Frozen rocks are formed when magma from volcanic eruption freezes above or below the Earth's surface. Groups of igneous rocks on the Earth's surface came into contact with the atmosphere and hydrosphere cause the weathering process to take place. Frozen rock is a type of rock formed from a magma that cools and hardens with or without a crystallization process, either below the surface as intrusive rock or above the surface as extrusive rock. This magma can come from semi-liquid or pre-existing rock, either in the mantle or the crust. Examples of intrusive igneous rocks include granite, diorite, and cyanide. Extrusive igneous rocks are igneous rocks formed by the freezing of the magma at the Earth's surface. Magma brought to the surface by volcanic eruption becomes extrusive igneous rocks. Sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are rocks formed by the process of deposition of other rocks material, which includes the process of weathering, erosion, and transport. The weathering process that occurs can be physical or chemical weathering. The process of erosion and transportation is carried out by water and wind media. Sedimentary rocks are formed from fragments of other rocks shaped like layers where one layer is separate from another layer and different in composition. Sedimentary rocks are formed by the breakdown of igneous, metamorphic, and other sedimentary rocks that have been deposited somewhere on the surface of the earth and have undergone a process called diagenesis. The term diagenesis means change in rock. It just the diagenesis process occurs the temperatures below 200 degrees Celsius and pressure below 300 or the equivalent of the 3000 atm. Example of sedimentary rock are clay, tuff, limestone, sandstone, shale, and others. The last one is the metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are rocks formed by transformation or change that occur due to the influence or high enough pressure and temperature on igneous and sedimentary rock, resulting in physical change in mineral composition. Metamorphic rocks are formed by change in temperature and process. Metamorphic rocks are formed due to change in the mineral group and rock's texture. They occur in a rock that is subject to pressure and temperature that are different from the pressure and temperature when the rock was first formed. The process of forming from precious rock that changed to suit the new environment. Topic 3 is about the application. Chemistry plays an important role in geologic by providing an understanding of the composition, structure, and change in mineral and other geologic materials. By understanding the chemical reaction that occur within the earth, geologists can predict how geologic material will behave under various conditions. Chemistry plays a key role in the exploration and exploitation of the natural resource. Chemical processes are used to extract valuable metal from ores. This process often involves complex chemical reactions such as leaching. Geologists also use chemical techniques to analyze the composition of mineral found in the different locations. For example, they can use spectroscopy to determine the elements found in minerals such as silicate, carbonate, and oxide. The last topic is issue and solution. Mining environment often contains complex mixture of the interesting minerals, heavy metals, and organic compounds. Understanding the chemical behavior of these substances under dynamic environmental conditions is challenging. The chemical composition of the soil, air, and atmosphere around mining sites can vary widely in space and time, making it difficult to obtain a comprehensive picture of the extent of contamination. Stable isotopes can be used to trace the source of contamination. and understand transport process in the addiction, bioremediation using certain microorganisms can be used to degrade the immobilized contamination. That's my explanation of the chemistry in geological process. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.